You may notice behind me there's snow. I'm in Banner Elk this weekend with my family, and it's very cold here. Let me tell you a quick story. We're in Banner Elk this weekend because we wanted to let our girls experience what the real snow is like and go snow tubing. So I set up for us to go to a ski resort at 10 a.m. this morning. Yesterday, I got a message saying that they are canceling the 10 a.m. because of high winds and snow and cold weather, which seemed a bit odd to me because you're snow tubing. Nevertheless, I called them. They said, we'll reschedule it for you. I said, 2 o'clock should be the warmest time of the day. Let's do that. This morning, after driving here late into the night and spending the night, in the morning we got a text saying that they had canceled all the snow tubing because it was negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit. And with the wind chill, it just didn't make sense for them to have it. I knew that my children were going to be greatly disappointed. So we found another ski resort. They said, yes, we're doing it. So first come, first serve. We go up there. We have to drive a bus up. It takes a good hour just to get in line to get the tickets. Fortunately, we're like number 10 in line. So we're sure we're going to get in on this. I wait 2 hours in the cold, standing in the shade, waiting to get tickets, only to be told it's sold out. Sorry. Great disappointment from my little girls and many others who were around us. So we ride the bus down, we get in the car, we think, okay, let's go get something to eat. Go to a restaurant, go in. They say, we're closed for the next 2 hours. I go to the grocery store, and when I get my few little items, coffee and a few other things, somebody comes on the overhead speaker and says, if everyone could make their way out of the building immediately, we would appreciate it. You ever had a day like that? Now, I realize the disappointment that I'm talking about right here in the whole scheme of things is no big deal. In fact, it's nothing compared to what a friend of mine is going through right now. She's in the hospital, been on a respirator for almost a month now, fighting for her life. I have nothing to complain about. But we all go through disappointments. We all go through times that are very challenging. And we ask ourselves, God, why would you allow this to happen in my life? What do you do with the disappointments, with the discouragement that life brings at you? Well, I'm reminded of what the Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 5. In Romans chapter 5, he tells us that, for we know that suffering or tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out to us through our hearts in the Holy Spirit, who was given to us. Now I want you to see what he says here in this short text. In verse 5, he says, we know that our tribulations, our sufferings, our disappointments will certainly be a reality in our lives. We know that this is going to happen in our lives. But God, if you will allow him, will use this to produce perseverance or endurance. In other words, when something hard happens in your life, painful, disappointing, by grace we know that through faith, Christ has the power in his sufficiency, in his wisdom, in his love, to take what has happened and make something good come of it. That somehow through it, that we're going to build perseverance. That the things in this life not only will not break us, but it will help us. And from that, perseverance is proven character, where it's authentic, it's real. I'm not sure that you can come to that real, authentic character as we see of Job, as we see of Paul, as we see of Peter, as we see of Jesus, until you've went through some tribulation, some trials, some difficult times. This is part of life. And if you allow it, that endurance will grow into true, proven character. And from that character comes hope. Now, the hope we're talking about here is powerful hope. That through our afflictions, through our perseverance, that he has produced real character, and through that character we have hope that our God is real, that our God is able and willing to take the things of this life that are frustrating and disappointing and help us to become something that is so much more, because we put our eyes on Jesus. He does not disappoint us. God's love has been poured out through us, through what Christ did for us, and we have absolute assurance. So whatever tribulation, whatever trial, whatever disappointment you're going through right now, and if you're not right now, there will come a time when you will, ask yourself, God, what are you trying to teach me? Or perhaps, what are you going to do through this that I can bless others and be better in your kingdom? And I know that you're going to make me into something better, and something better is coming. The hope of the resurrection is coming because of Jesus, who knew what it was like to suffer, to knew what it was like to deal with tribulation in a way that I never will, and had endurance like I can't even comprehend. And his character was perfect. So let's try to be like Jesus. Bless you, my friends.